It is just 5, I promise. It's just 5 minutes of me gas-bagging on something. And why wouldn't I talk about Rory McIlroy here in the aftermath of him completing the career Grand Slam? Rory has been a historical anomaly, an outlier. If you look at how long it took him to go from 4 majors to 5, you've heard me say this before. On average, all those other men who did it in 2.5 years. And for him, it took over 10. And then he was also trying to cross the line of completing the career Grand Slam. So he was the yeah, but guy. For all the wins at signature series events, hell, even winning the Players' Championship, you heard, yeah, but I'll see you next month. And I know this is loosely analogous to other sports, but there are other players right now, contemporaries of him, professional athletes that are in that yeah, but space. Lamar Jackson, for all his greatness in the regular season, people want to know what he's done in the playoffs. And in particular, can he get to a Super Bowl? Can he win a Super Bowl? Aaron Judge, for all the bombs that he has hit for the Yankees. And I'm a Yankee fan. I was in the ballpark, and you can say, really, in 1977? You don't look that old. Thank you for thinking that, which you probably didn't, but nonetheless. For all his greatness, and he is, to me, the greatest offensive player the Yankees have had since Mickey Mantle, and who knows, at the end he might be better. But come the World Series, for whatever reason, he has not produced. And this is why Rory is a historical anomaly, because he actually has. He has 4 majors before last week. But for a generation of people who now love golf, whether it be a younger generation or maybe it be the older generation who have recency bias, and after 3 years you're going, hey man, he's really got to win another major. Or after 6 years, it's like, my God, he really needs to win another major. And then he starts having this heartbreak. And you're going, he's never going to win another major. So for all the other wins, for everybody else, it's like, wow, that's a nice little addition to his resume. And not just any wins, like signature series wins. Or in the case of the Players, there are not many guys who've won multiple Players. But he left Ponte Vedra, whether he was listening to it or not, the undercurrent of the narrative was, yeah, but what now? Because that narrative, it gone. It is all gone. So if it's gone in his mind and it's gone from the public discourse, what does that mean for him? Does it mean that all these things that we've seen from him, whether it be in 2022 and not being able to make any putt of any modest length at the old course to come back and clip Cam Smith, who was unhinged on that Sunday, or whether it was 2023 and not being able to hit a wedge onto the green at the 14th hole at Los Angeles Country Club, and then not giving himself a reasonable chance on the 18th hole to at minimum force a playoff with Wyndham Clark. And then, of course, last year, hey man, you had a 2-shot lead standing on the 14th tee. You got to win that U.S. Open, but he didn't. And not only did Bryson DeChambeau beat him, he had to live with what was 2 of the most excruciating short misses you've ever seen, on 16 and then again on 18. But there's a term called, it's darkest before the dawn. So the last chapter was not the U.S. Open. He did have the Open Championship after that, and it didn't go well. But it was very soon after. He went to Augusta National, and he crossed his Rubicon. So if Rory McIlroy really is liberated, and all this fragility and vulnerability that seems to be associated with him, and all these people out there just waiting to say, just wait until it comes late in this golf tournament, he'll figure out a way to kick it away. And yes, he tried to find ways to kick it away, including on the last hole in regulation. But he went back out on that same hole, split the fairway, hit it to 3.5 feet, and ended all of it. What if chapter 2 is him going from 0 for 39 in those previous 39 majors to now going 2 for 2? What if that happens when he leaves Quail Hollow? Then you're looking at somebody who may be more emboldened, more bullish, and more of a bully than we've ever seen him before. And he goes to Oakmont and gives us something very, very delicious. Things change in sports very, very quickly. He changed a lot by winning the Masters. That is just 5 from us here at 5 Clubs.